Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Mile High Huddle SI. I am your host, Kim Becker, and joining me is publisher Chad Jensen. Now, what will be the 61st road game against the Raiders, the Denver Broncos are heading to Las Vegas in their new home to play a game this Sunday. Now, the Oddsmakers do not like the Broncos' chances in this game, but Chad, how do you think the Denver Broncos are going to perform in their Las Vegas debut?
Well, even though these two teams have split dating back the last 5 seasons, I don't love the Broncos odds in their debut in Vegas. But even though the odds makers right now have the Broncos, or at least they've opened up this week as 5.5 point road dogs, the Broncos will still have a chance if Pat Shurmur and Drew Lock can get things figured out offensively in order to get out to a little bit hotter start. You know, you don't have to score multiple touchdowns each and every quarter, although in a perfect world, that'd be great. But some kind of traction offensively in the first, second, and third quarters would go a long way toward helping this defense that has just been decimated by injuries. I mean, most of the major injuries this team has suffered up to this point, and it really has been at an epidemic level, have been on the defensive side. And you saw last week in Atlanta with a veteran quarterback in Matt Ryan, figured out how to that was the straw, in other words, that broke the camel's back. And so they could really use some help. This offense, if it could start carrying its fair share of the water, you would see this defense get a little pressure off its shoulders and I think start playing a little bit better than you saw in Atlanta last week. So the Raiders, though, look, Broncos fans are kind of dismissive on a yearly basis. They're very skeptical of Derek Carr. They're very skeptical of John Gruden. But this is a team that is better than most people realize. I think most Broncos fans give credit. At 5-3, they're a physical, tough team. They've got a lot of talent on offense. Wherever this team lacks on the defensive side, Derek Carr, John Gruden putting their heads together and some of that explosive talent offensively and just how physical they are makes up for it. So the Broncos definitely have their hands full. If they can end up splitting with the Raiders again in 2020, I wouldn't expect that win for the Broncos to come this week against the Raiders, but you can't rule it out. It all comes down to Drew Lock. If he figures things out and Pat Shurmur, all things are possible.
Now, you definitely can't sleep on the Broncos, but you said it, Chad. The Raiders team have really shown up physical this season. So this will be a really exciting game on Sunday. And you also mentioned a big rivalry. Chad, thanks so much for your insight. Hopefully we get some good answers out of Sunday's game.
Thanks, Kim.